build the game for technology, right? It's kind of the other way around. You want to create something special. Aiden Pierce has been raised since he was young in Chicago. He's not born there. Like, the backstory is something we're gonna tell more about in the future. But what I can tell you is he's a guy who grew a bit with crime. You know, like stuff like stealing credit cards and hacking bank accounts. Is things that he's been doing to have fast money and things like that. Got violent from time to time, so it ended up having problems on his family. When you dig too deep into people's lives, like because you think it's fun and you think it generates some money, it ended up backfiring into his surrounding. He never forgave himself for that, so now he's this guy that is severely overprotective. And since it annoys his family and people are kind of saying it to him, he ended up developing this ability to surveil and satisfy his need for protection, unfortunately without them knowing. I'm fortunate to work with a bunch of geniuses in their own field. If you want to create something special and keep those guys to make a great game, you need to challenge them every single day. You need to bring them something that will challenge their intelligence, and that's not easy to do all the time. So that way, when the PS4, the next-gen stuff show up, it's a continuity of that process. People just want to, step up and say, bring it on, we're gonna make it happen, because they're already in that crazy state of mind of surpassing themselves, and they feel like everything they do, everything they think, and their quality as persons, they feel that they are free to bring those things with them and bring to the table. So when next gen arrived, I think it was just a bit of a continuity of the logical process of the team with a bit of extra challenge here and there, but I think in the end, it's pretty much what happened. Everything you saw there feels and play the same on current gen, but there's certain things that are different, like simulating for real the win system isn't something we do in current gen. The density of the world is treated differently. It doesn't mean it's less dense. It's less dense mathematically, but we're able in current gen to see what's being done in next gen, and there's this interesting phenomenon where it creates almost of a brain competition, where like you have the guy on current gen who looks at the next gen and says, oh, all right, I'm gonna find something to create that illusion. And they are able to pull pretty spectacular thing that pushed the current gen to its limits. But in fact, there's definitely more people in the PlayStation 4 version, for example, compared to PlayStation 3. So that's more along those lines. But the core experience, since we never created this game for technology, remains the same. It's not because you see a new possibility that you need to change the soul of your game for it. When you get into scenarios like mugging and things like that, you can interfere, not interfere, everything is simulated, and every personality is generated in consequence with those scenarios. And you can never repeat those combinations twice, it's impossible. When you make a game, you try to make it complete. Then afterwards, the reality is when that game reached completeness, it's not complete anymore because you have thousands of ideas on how you can make it grow again. So if you talk about stuff like DLC, there's always possibilities. There's always someone somewhere in the team that's going to end up saying, oh my God, I wish we could do that, it would be awesome. And so that's what those kind of things will do. But when those things come, if they come, there will definitely be an addition to the experience and not more of the same. That we're not interested in.